Mr. Rajiv Gandhi was not involved in Bofors.
So why does Congress keeps on accusing Prime Minister Narendra Modi of Godra when there's a clean sheet already? What made you leave Congress at a very crucial time during Mr. Rajiv Gandhi's post-assassination?
I think I was heartbroken, and I thought this was a turning point in my life, and I don't want to stay in politics. It was not leaving Congress as much as it was leaving politics.
Nothing is permanent in politics. Nobody is a permanent friend. Nobody is a permanent enemy. What if I get to see Mr. Pawan Khera tomorrow in BJP?
No, not possible.
What if that happens?
Over my dead body.
We want our leaders to discuss things that we are facing. हर दिन आपको चिल्लाते क्यों हैं लोग पार्लियामेंट में?
हमारी आवाज दबाई जाती है, हमें बोलने नहीं दिया जाता।
पर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट को जब डिसरेस्पेक्ट किया जाता है,
डिसरेस्पेक्ट क्या होता है?
A member of parliament is caught up and told, "Sir, you are not speaking in the right voice."
Why not? I have a right to complain if the tone of the vice president, the person sitting on the chair, is not right. Nobody has a right to be disrespectful towards another member.
Whatever happened in Kerala and Wayanad, the CAG report had earlier warned about it for all the infrastructure and everything in Kerala too. But why was the CAG report ignored at that point of time, especially when Congress government was there in power? The report was of 2013.
I don't know which CAG report you're talking about. I will go back and read that report also.
People say Congress is not a party of young generation. People say Congress is not a party of young ideas. Is it true? Come, let's find out from a man of creativity and intellect, Mr. Pawan Khera, today with us.
Thank you, Naimisha.
So
I remember that. I remember that episode.
Desi Dialogue.
Yes.
Lot has changed.
Lot has changed. Yeah, in the country also.
Yes. So a lot has changed in the country. A lot thing happened even earlier. One question I always have a feeling, you have been in Congress for a very long time. What made you leave Congress at a very crucial time during Mr. Rajiv Gandhi's post-assassination?
I think I was heartbroken, and I thought this was a turning point in my life, and I don't want to stay in politics. It was not leaving Congress as much as it was leaving politics. So I didn't leave Congress officially, but I left politics, and I got into activism. I got into writing. I got into journalism for a bit. I got into development sector. But I was, as I said, I was heartbroken.
And then you made a comeback with Mrs.
I made a comeback in 1998 when she called me to join her setup. She was the PCC president of Delhi, and she wanted help with media. She wanted help with political management. I thought, well, let's do that.
So then in that case, Congress from Mrs. Sheila Dikshit time, you have seen the Congress with Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, you have seen the Congress with Mr. Rahul Gandhi, you have seen the Congress with even Mrs. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra at this point of time. What has changed? And if you are given one chance, you really wish that this must change, and it is still not changing.
You know what always changes with the Congress party? Ever since its birth, every decade or so, the Congress party reinvents herself. And that's the strength of the party that gives the party the kind of resilience we have. Whenever we delay that change, we suffer. I think why we suffered over the last 10-15 years is that we took time in changing. We took time in reinventing. Imagine it's a party which nationalized banks, which abolished privy purses.
Also took Kashmir into UN?
No, I'm coming to that also. Yeah. And it's the same party which then liberalized the economy. So these are two opposite things.
Was also involved in Bofors camp?
No, we'll come back to all that. I'm talking about the contradictions within the party.
I'm just bringing out the contradictions.
Yeah, sure, I'll come to that also. No, there is no taboo on any question. You can ask me anything and I'll respond to all questions. So the same party which nationalized banks also liberalized the economy, because that was the need of the hour in the 60s, and this was the need of the hour in 90s. So the resilience, the adaptability, the flexibility is what has kept the Congress afloat and full of energy. Having said that, there is one thing which doesn't change, which is the ideology. And that's why I love this party. The ideology cannot change. You can adapt to the new circumstances, to the new demands of a new generation. Fair enough. Your generation would have a different set of demands from their politicians, and you should have them. Now coming to what you said about Bofors. Bofors, they kept leveling charges. Finally, what happened? Finally, the court said, no, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi was not involved in Bofors. And when did the court say this? When Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Prime Minister. So the clean chit came to us when Mr. Vajpayee was the Prime Minister and not when the Congress was in power. So you can't even accuse us of influencing the courts.
So why does Congress keeps on accusing Prime Minister Narendra Modi of Godhra when there's a clean sheet already there by the court?
Look, when you talk about Godhra, there was a Banerjee committee report. I challenge you today, you open your Google, search for the Banerjee committee report, you won't find the report. It's vanished. Why? The Banerjee committee report exposes a lot more than you and I know of Godhra.
So you just spoke about, Congress is the party of ideology, it has stick to it ideology. Over the years, like recently, you fought the election with an India Alliance. And don't you think it's a flavor of all the people, like, for example, in Punjab, the Punjab Congress has been accusing Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab of corruption. In TMC, like in West Bengal, TMC Congress were fighting against each other. So is it in Kerala. Where is the alliance? And even with Samajwadi Party.
I'll give you an example of your state, Odisha. For several years, Naveen Babu would help the BJP at the national level. But at the state level, they would fight against each other in the assembly elections. So what does it mean? These things happen because from state to state, the dynamics differ. But at a national level, we are together to fight the BJP and its anti-constitution policies, anti-democratic policies. We are together in that. But some states like Kerala, you gave a good example of Kerala, or even Punjab. These are states where both Aam Aadmi Party and Congress decided that no, we cannot have a truck. And imagine in Punjab, we are the principal opposition party. The mandate given to us by the people of Punjab was to hold the Aam Aadmi Party government responsible and accountable, play the role of an opposition. So we would be betraying that mandate if we were to join hands with the Aam Aadmi Party and enter into an alliance in Punjab.
But then how coming in center together? Is it like only because, you want to fight a Modi wave out there in the center?
Well, there is no Modi wave. Where is the Modi wave?
So the people of India are still given a larger mandate.
It's not a wave. It's not a wave. It's a receding wave. And when the wave recedes, it destroys a lot. You must have read a lot about tsunamis. So there was a tsunami of Modi. Now the tsunami is going back.
So you agree that
and it's taking back all the democratic institutions with it. It's taking back the constitution with it. We are trying to protect the constitution. We are trying to protect the institutions.
You just spoke about the democratic institutions. So recently in one of the conference you were there, you made a statement that was like a soft power threat where you told, "Hame ED de dijiye, CBI de dijiye, fir dekhte hain." And when the journalist asked you that, "Are you threatening?" You were like, "Humne bhi bahut kuch seekh liya 10 years." Is it a kind of a threat for common people?
It's not a threat. No way. No way is it a threat. It's a threat for those who are currently misusing the agencies.
That you are going to do the same?
Of course we will.
Oh, you mean to
we
say
won't
that you
misuse, but we'll get after them.
You just told, of course you will. Sorry.
Of course we will. We'll send these agencies after Modi and Amit Shah for the kind of misdeeds that they have done. If we don't do that, we will be accused by Naimisha of colluding with Modi.
And what if they come out as clean? Then in that case,
believe me, they won't. I can tell you that because we know what they've done. Bureaucracy belongs to no one. People come and tell us, officers come and tell us, here is the wrongdoing happening right here. And we are waiting for the turn.
Why didn't you become a whistleblower? Why are you waiting for the power to come and then jump?
No, right now we don't have the agencies with us. Why should we? We don't have the mainstream media with us.
You still have the Supreme Court.
We are talking about Hindenburg report. People are saying, oh, you are anti-national, therefore you're talking about Hindenburg report. We are talking about whatever little CAG reports that come out these days. No CAG reports majorly come out. Yet, nobody listens to us right now. So we are waiting for our turn.
So even talking about the CAG report, I came across some reports. Maybe you can have a better idea about this, because this is not a topic I would like to see from a political view. I see it as a painful view, whatever happened in Kerala and Wayanad. The CAG report had earlier warned about it for all the infrastructure and everything in Kerala too. But why was the CAG report ignored at that point of time, especially when Congress government was there in power? The report was of 2013. And there was a report of 2012.
So I'm sure I'm not saying that all that we have done is right and we've not committed mistakes. That only Mr. Modi, who is almost like God according to him, only he can claim that. We can't. Yeah, ordinary mortals, we do commit mistakes. Fair enough. I don't know which CAG report you're talking about. I will go back and read that report also. But imagine during the UPA time, every second month there would be a draft CAG report coming out, or a CAG report, or a final draft coming out. and people like Arnab and everybody shouting there, at 9 p.m. every night about draft CAG reports. Have you ever seen in the last 10 years one CAG report being discussed on primetime debates? Why? What has changed?
What's stopping you from doing that? You have a
Where
lot
is the
of-
CAG report? The CAG reports don't come out. The CAG reports are down by 15, down to 15%. Can you believe this? They don't get tabled in Parliament. How do we discuss when we don't have the CAG reports?
So, one thing has always amazed me about you. You have been in the forefront of media and communication especially. I think it's difficult for every spokesperson. God forbid if I am ever joining politics, I'll never be the spokesperson of any party. It's so difficult. It's so difficult.
No, it's not difficult.
It is, because you're defending something that cannot be defended. Because
No, it's not.
it was with across the party lines, in fact. Are we having chai pe charcha?
No, that's why I got coffee.
Guys, it's not coffee with Karan.
It's coffee with Pawan.
Oh, so are we getting some controversies?
That depends on you.
I'm a controversy-less person.
Good.
So, but I would still not avoid this controversy.
Go ahead.
There was one controversy where you tweeted you were quite dissatisfied for the Rajya Sabha thing.
I didn't say that at all.
There has been all the rounds that
I didn't say I'm dissatisfied.
that
Show
you
me
didn't
one
get.
word.
There have been
I
numerous
said that मेरी तपस्या में कुछ कमी रह गई.
Yes.
So I complained against myself.
So in that case,
And then I started working harder the next day onwards.
So you were targeting to get into Rajya Sabha.
Of course, we are in politics. We have ambitions. Why not?
And then after that,
And
you
then I
came
realized
back.
I should work harder.
You came back to again defend the party.
Well, why would I not do that? That's my duty. That's what I want to do, and I'll
But
do that.
what if you could have been sitting with the party, understanding the reasons and kind of restructuring things for the new generation instead of just reconciling?
No, I didn't reconcile. I changed the way I defend the party. I started defending the party more ferociously.
You went
Because
on to
maybe
defend
there
the
was a
party
shortcoming in
ferociously.
me.
But what if it was a shortcoming in the party?
No, it was. I'm sure it was a shortcoming in me.
Why would you say that?
I know it.
A lot of people, even Mr. Jyotiraditya Scindia left the party. I'm sure that he was a very close friend of yours. A lot of young
बड़े
generation.
आदमी हैं, हम इतने बड़े लोगों से दोस्ती थोड़ी होती है. वो महाराज हैं. हम तो प्रजा हैं.
Sir,
प्रजा की राजा से कभी दोस्ती थोड़ी हो सकती.
कांग्रेस पार्टी में तो एक ही राजा है, सुनने में आता है.
नहीं, वो तो राजा नहीं है. वो तो आम आदमी की तरह चलते हैं.
मैंने तो किसी का नाम
सिंधिया
ही नहीं
साहब तो
लिया.
महाराज हैं.
मैंने तो किसी का नाम ही
किसी
नहीं
का
लिया.
भी आप कांग्रेस में कोई राजा नहीं है. सिंधिया जी तो महाराज हैं.
Sir, in that case, with young people leaving the party, a lot of people, even Milan Nehru left Congress, so many people. It's believed that the party doesn't have the space for new generation, new ideas.
Tell me, how can you say this for a party which in 2004 gave approximately 60 young, fresh faces who were in their late 20s or early 30s? The only party in India which gave so many young faces in the parliament. So you can't accuse the Congress party of not giving space to the young, fresh faces. And they were not all dentists. There were some people from ordinary families. So I wouldn't say that for the Congress party at all. Of course, in a family, there are differences of opinions. In a society, there are differences of opinions. The way we think is different from each other.
So, I have the data here. Ms. Kadyam Kavya, Congress MP from Warangal, Telangana, she expresses support for subcategorization of SC/ST groups, and that has been the recent thing, the caste census in Parliament. However, the Congress President, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, he kindly has been voicing against it and has a strong difference of opinion there. In that case, don't you think it reflects a lack of unified understanding within the party itself?
It doesn't, because we have the freedom to voice our opinions.
Who would the people of India listen to?
So finally, the party, everybody listens to what the party leadership collectively consults and decides. But before that, everybody has a right to voice his or her opinion. We are not living in a military dictatorship where only Amit Shah and Modi can decide who will
But
say
you
what.
had emergency.
No, but that was also imposed as per the provisions of the constitution and withdrawn by the same person
Are
who
you
imposed
justifying-
No, I'm saying the same person withdrew emergency and faced an election.
But you are not justifying emergency.
Nobody can justify any of this.
Do you agree it was wrong?
Yeah, we've all agreed it was wrong. The person who imposed emergency also agreed it was wrong.
But that happened later.
So how can I do something and say I'm doing something wrong?
Yeah.
It is always a retrospective thing.
Then how many times?
Have you ever heard Mr. Modi apologize for anything? One question Reuters asked him about Gujarat riots. Guess what was the response? कि कुत्ते का पिल्ला भी गाड़ी के नीचे आता है, हम गाड़ी के पीछे भी बैठे होते हैं तो बुरा लगता है. This was his response. Was this an apology?
You should ask Mr. Modi, not me. If he gives me an interview, I'll definitely ask
He will
him.
not. He will not.
Mr. Modi ji, Pawan Khera ji is saying that
वो
he won't give
इंटरव्यू
an
देने की
interview.
उनकी हिम्मत सिर्फ
I
उन्हीं
hope you
लोगों के
prove
बीच
him
में
wrong.
होती है, उन्हीं लोगों के साथ इंटरव्यू देते हैं जहां वो क्वेश्चंस पहले भेज सकते हैं. मैंने आपको कोई क्वेश्चन भेजा हो तो बता दीजिए सबको.
I hope you prove him wrong and I get a chance to interview him. I would treat him in that case. So, you're talking about this subcategorization, but you know what my major concern is? Rahul, you are maybe 21 or something, right? 24. When was your first vote? 18? गए थे वोट देने?
2019.
आप वोट देने गए थे? सर, एक 18 साल के इंसान को मिस्टर पवन खेरा जी कैसे कन्विंस करेंगे कि आने वाले चुनाव में next year we are running for Delhi polls? How will you convince them to vote for you?
I am not contesting, first of all, but
Let's
I'll
take it.
convince them why should they vote for the Congress party. That's more important than an individual.
To a youngster,
To a youngster.
first-time
Yes,
voter.
Yes. You want a government which ensures, number one, there is peace and harmony in the society, for investments to come in the society, for development to come in the society, for employment opportunities to come in the society. First precondition has to be peace and harmony. But if there is another party which comes and says, okay, you wear white and he wears black, and then starts making you fight against each other just because you wear white and the other person wears black, tell me which party will you choose? There is in Hindi one word called vivad and there is another word called samvad. संवाद की जगह हमेशा समाज में रहनी चाहिए, होती है. कांग्रेस बिलीव्स इन संवाद. विवाद की जगह समाज में नहीं होनी चाहिए. बीजेपी बिलीव्स इन विवाद. और व्हाट विल यू वोट फॉर, संवाद और विवाद?
So if tomorrow politics, I understand this clearly from Congress. Nothing is permanent in politics. Nobody is a permanent friend. Nobody is a permanent enemy. What if I get to see Mr. Pawan Khera tomorrow in BJP?
No, not possible.
What if it happens?
Over my dead body.
The narrative that goes in parliament, it is a lot of my friends, even when I was youngster, I had this thing, we're paying so much money for parliament. We want our leaders to discuss things that we are facing. हर दिन आप लोग चिल्लाते क्यों हैं लोग पार्लियामेंट में? आप लोग,
हमारी आवाज दबाई जाती है, हमें बोलने नहीं दिया जाता. जो मुद्दे हम उठाना चाहते हैं, और हम क्या मुद्दे उठाना चाहते हैं, कोई अपने पर्सनल मुद्दे तो नहीं होते. हम रोजगार के मुद्दे उठाना चाहते हैं, भ्रष्टाचार का मुद्दा उठाना चाहते हैं, किसानों का मुद्दा उठाना चाहते हैं, महिला सुरक्षा का मुद्दा उठाना चाहते हैं. क्यों रोकते हैं हमें? क्यों डरते हैं ये आईना देखने से? हम आईना दिखाना चाहते हैं और विपक्ष का काम यही होता है, आईना दिखाइए.
पर जब आईना दिखाते थे कांग्रेस को भी पहले, कांग्रेस व्हेन वाज इन पावर, दैट टाइम आल्सो इट वाज नॉट पीसफुल.
हम बाहर नहीं भेजते थे, इनको भगा नहीं देते थे, धक्का नहीं मारते थे. ये लोग संसद नहीं चलने देते थे और जेटली जी बाहर आकर कहते थे कि संसद को न चलने देना भी एक लोकतंत्र का अधिकार है. ये तो तब ये लोग कहते थे, हम तो नहीं कहते.
सर, पर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट को जब डिसरेस्पेक्ट किया जाता है,
डिसरेस्पेक्ट क्या होता है?
when someone gets up, like one of the, one name, a member of parliament just got up and told, sir, you are not speaking in a right voice to me.
Why not? I have a right to complain if the tone of the vice president, the person sitting on the chair, is not right. Nobody has a right to be disrespectful towards another member.
There have been a lot of time where the vice president has been accused of fraud. Don't you think it's going below the belt sometime? Don't you think a lot of times our politicians, irrespective of the party lines, are going below the belt, irrespective of the party lines? Recently, there was a tragic case in Old Rajendra Nagar where UPSC students were, thrown there and the death happened. I stay in the same area. I was in the protest site. I saw each party doing its own narrative. There were also narratives that Congress is trying to just be, just take off the benefit from it. कि दोनों को डांट के अपना benefit उठाते हैं. Where do you see the entire thing? What is the
Tell me, the reality on the ground is that LG has been appointed by the national government, the BJP government. State government is Aam Aadmi Party. MCD is Aam Aadmi Party. And of course, with a lot of interference from the BJP. So why wouldn't the Congress talk against both? Why would I pick and choose? Both are equally responsible. Both keep playing the blame game. Why would I not question both of them? If I were to only question one, you will come and tell me, why are you not questioning the other? The people of Delhi will ask us, why are you not questioning both? It's our job, despite the fact that we've not been given a single assembly seat by the people of Delhi, we have a duty to question both these people who are in positions of power and are failing at delivering justice.
Upon a time, Delhi was the powerhouse of Congress party. Lot changed in a flick. How do you see to bring this back again?
No, it will come back. People are also, I won't just say that people were wrong in voting against us.
Absolutely.
They were right, perhaps. They had their reasons. Where all did we go wrong? We've done our introspection. We've corrected ourselves. And people have also realized that they chose Aam Aadmi Party once, twice, 2.5 times actually. And they're disappointed in their choices and they want to change now. BJP, of course, doesn't stand a chance right now. So they want the Congress back.
Are you sure about it?
People want the Congress back. No, it's for us. We need to pull our socks. We need to be there. Convince people that yes, you will vote right if you vote for us.
You made a very interesting comment right now where you told that they were not really wrong, which I'm really happy that politicians these days, they don't go and blame the citizens. I'm glad. As a citizen of Delhi, let's forget that you belong to, let's forget that there's this entire side. You don't belong to any party. You're a citizen of Delhi. 5 reasons why you did not vote for Congress in the previous
No, I
election.
voted for the Congress, but
You can't tell me
So-
your vote, but
no, I can tell you I voted for the Congress. But anyway, why do you think perhaps your question is why did the people not vote for us?
I
5
didn't want to
reasons.
blame it on the people, so I
No,
blamed
no,
it on you.
even when you say they did not vote for us, doesn't mean we are blaming them.
Yeah.
So perhaps we took it for granted that we've done so much of work, people will appreciate that work. People did appreciate that work for 2 elections. But in the third election, 2013, I think we should have done more publicity. We were very poor in our marketing skills. Number one. Number two, the battle of narrative. I think that's where we lost. Social media was something new. BJP and Aam Aadmi Party both took the first mover advantage of the social media. Congress was lagging far behind. If we had realized the importance of social media in time, perhaps we could have handled a lot of situations, including the Anna Andolan, better. Because Aam Aadmi Party during those days was the first government which was born out of social media.
Out of social media.
Out of social media.
Or do you say out of
BJP,
Anahat?
Narendra Modi's government in 2014 was born out of media, mainstream media. And Congress Party was lagging behind both in the mainstream media and on social media.
ठीक है सर, मान लेते हैं ये, चलो. But Sonia Gandhi camp, R.K. Puram camp, the Chuggis around in Nizamuddin Basti, they are not social media voters. They're the grassroots voters who depend upon you. They don't vote over likes and
I
follows.
understand, but the influencers are the middle classes who are social media savvy. And in Delhi, everybody is a social media savvy voter.
Absolutely.
Everybody is a media savvy voter. Delhi is very different. And in fact, when I say Delhi is different, I am wrong in saying that the rest of the country doesn't get influenced by social media. Everybody gets influenced by media and social media. Even if he or she doesn't have a phone in the hands, they still listen to opinions which are borrowed from the social media, from WhatsApp forwards. Everybody is influenced by social media and media.
So you're blaming it entirely
I'm
on
not
social
blaming
media?
no, not at all. I'm blaming ourselves for not being speedy enough in understanding the importance of social media and media.
But then आप लोग एक चीज बताइए, आप लोग हर बार इंट्रोस्पेक्शन में चले जाते हैं लंबे टाइम के लिए. Sir is getting a call.
No, don't worry.
Sir, you just told about, introspect करके वापस आता है. If as a young generation, I ask you this thing, Congress I see as a party of not having enough space. Yes, अब एक side हो गया. I was in student politics, student activism, Delhi. हमेशा कास्ट को लेके आप लोग क्यों आ जाते हैं? डीयू में देखिए जाट गुज्जर झगड़ते रहते हैं, आप कहीं पे भी जाइए। एंड ये
It's not
एक
caste.
नैरेटिव भी है। आपने रिसेंटली एक ट्वीट किया था पोस्ट द बांग्लादेश केस कि इफ आई रिमेम्बर इट वेल कि यू वांट अ हिंदुत्व भारत और समथिंग, अखंड हिंदू भारत or something, but you want a secular Bangladesh. Are you trying to kind of say that whatever the attacks that are being done on the Bangladeshi Hindus or the Bangladeshi minorities, what I say, are you trying to kind of oversee that?
From what stretch of imagination can anybody distort what I said to what you're saying? I saw on social media some RSS guys were trying to distort, but like what stretch of imagination? I was commenting on Ram Madhav's piece where Ram Madhav is pontificating. Ram Madhav is the
Yeah.
ideologue of RSS. He's pontificating and hoping that a secular Bangladesh is born out of this disturbance. Fair enough. We all want secularism everywhere else. But it's the same Ram Madhav and the same RSS which has been shouting against us for secularism, against our secularism. They want Hindu Rashtra. They keep saying Hindu Rashtra. So they want Hindu Rashtra for India, but a secular Bangladesh. Please want secularism for India also. That's what my simple question to him was. But of course, I don't expect RSS to not twist what people say. They are good at that, fair enough. But people understand what I was saying.
So, I mean, twisting से आप ये भी बोलना चाहते हैं when there was a narrative that Congress after winning will give all of my properties to the
ये किसने कहा? कहीं आपने मैनिफेस्टो में मुसलमान शब्द पढ़ा आपने, या मंगलसूत्र शब्द पढ़ा हमारे मैनिफेस्टो में, या ये लिखा कि हम, ये पढ़ा आपने कि हम आपकी प्रॉपर्टी लेके किसी मुसलमान को दे देंगे? कहीं लिखा हुआ है? कहां से आया मोदी जी के दिमाग में? भाई प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैं, संविधान की शपथ लेके सब प्रधानमंत्री बनते हैं, उसके बाद इस तरह की जुबान, इस तरह की सोच, इससे ज्यादा हल्कापन राजनीति में कभी देखा है आपने?
बस स्पीचेस में तो आते हैं ना।
क्यों आता है? प्रधानमंत्री हैं, भूल जाते हैं कि वो प्रधानमंत्री भी हैं। और हमारे नेताओं की स्पीच में कभी आपने ये सुना? कभी नहीं सुनेंगे आप। हम भी नहीं, इस तरह की बातें कभी डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह से सुनी हो, कभी राजीव जी से सुनी हो, नरसिम्हा राव से सुनी हो, कभी कोई प्रधानमंत्री?
मैं बाद में पैदा हुई।
नहीं, तो अभी भी स्पीचेस तो अभी भी मिल सकती ना। अभी तो आपने हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मनमोहन सिंह जी के अलावा किसी को देखा ही नहीं, कभी उनसे सुना? इस तरह की भद्दी बातें, हल्की बातें, एंटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बातें कौन कहता है? कोई नहीं कहता।
I love Mr. Manmohan Singh as a finance minister and for whatever he has done. But if I was not asking you this, log agar, I'm sure after this, what they would have questioned is, it's not my question. I'm sure that people would question.
No, feel free.
You didn't let Mr. Manmohan Singh speak.
Says who?
A lot of
says
people.
Who? Says that man who wrote that silly book, whatever that book was, by his media advisor.
I have no idea. I'm not getting there. But
accidental prime minister.
A lot of people are
No, who? Who are those people? Give me evidence.
You open social media.
No, give me evidence. Social media में कोई RSS के बॉट्स अगर कुछ कह दें तो मैं सीरियसली थोड़े लूंगा।
पर अभी तो आप सोशल मीडिया के ऊपर
बॉट्स को सीरियसली ले लूंगा क्या?
आप सोशल मीडिया के
वही
ऊपर
तो कह रहे हैं, हमें भी वही करना चाहिए। वही तो हमने नहीं किया। ये नकली बातें, झूठ फैलाते रहिए। अब कल एक नया सच मिला मुझको। इतना झूठ फैलाया इन्होंने कि यूएन में परमानेंट सीट नेहरू जी ने ठुकरा दी थी। ठीक है, मान लिया आपकी बात, आप पूरा सही बोल रहे हैं। एक चीज बोलिए, एक मुद्दे पे जहां पे आप बीजेपी के साथ आके देश के लिए खड़े रहेंगे, बीजेपी को समर्थन देंगे, एक मुद्दा बता दीजिए। अगर देश के साथ है तो बीजेपी के साथ नहीं हो सकते, माफ कीजिएगा। एक तो मुद्दा बता दीजिए। हम नहीं कह सकते ना, उनको बोलिए कि देश के बारे में सोचना शुरू करें। कहां बांग्लादेश में क्या कदम उठाए मुझे बताइए। विश्व गुरु रशिया और यूक्रेन का वॉर रुकवा सकते हैं, लेकिन पड़ोस में बांग्लादेश में क्या तख्ता पलट होने वाला है इसकी जानकारी विश्वगुरु को नहीं होती। बताइए क्या करेंगे? और क्या इन्होंने कदम उठाए, वहां के हिंदुओं की रक्षा के लिए क्या कदम उठाए, मैं ये जानना चाहता हूं। बड़े ठेकेदार बनते हैं हिंदुओं के, क्या कदम उठाए? हमसे बोल रहे हैं अरे आपने निंदा नहीं की, हम तो रोज निंदा कर रहे हैं, चलिए हमारी निंदा से कुछ हो रहा हो तो बताइए। कदम आप उठा सकते हैं, सरकार में आप हैं, हम तो सिर्फ बोल भर सकते हैं। हम बोल रहे हैं, आप भी सिर्फ बोल रहे हो, तो करेगा कौन? सर को नहीं, हम कह रहे हैं अगर आप भी बोलेंगे, हम भी बोलेंगे, तो करने की स्थिति में तो आप हैं, क्योंकि सरकार में आप हैं। आप क्यों नहीं कर रहे? हम तो ये जानना चाहते हैं हिंदुओं की रक्षा के लिए आपने कदम क्या उठाया? आप मेरे को ये बताइए, आप कौन से ऐसे मुद्दे पे खड़े रहेंगे? सारे मुद्दा बीजेपी को बोलिए ऐसा कोई लाए जो देश के हित का हो, कोई देश के हित का। बीजेपी पेट्रोल के दाम कम कर दे, 75 रुपए 70 रुपए कर दे, हम उनके साथ खड़े। 60 रुपए कर दे, एक्साइज ड्यूटी घटा दे, हम उनके साथ खड़े। बीजेपी नेशनलाइजेशन जो PSUs का प्राइवेटाइजेशन बंद कर दे, हम उनके साथ खड़े हैं। एयरपोर्ट्स अदानी को बेचना बंद कर दे पिछले दरवाजे से, हम उनके साथ खड़े हैं। मैं तो आपको कई मुद्दे गिना दिए। अग्निवीर बंद करें, हम उनके साथ खड़े हैं।
ठीक है, मतलब मैं आपको कन्विंस कर नहीं सकती।
क्यों
देश
करेंगे
का
आप
कोई
convince?
भी युवा
मैं
किसी
तो
को
आप
convince नहीं कर
बता
सकता।
रहा हूं ना, ये 5-6 मुद्दे दे दिए मैंने आपको। आपने मुझसे एक बोला, मैंने 5 दे दिए कि ये कर दें, हम उनके साथ हैं इन
मैं
मुद्दों
जाके
पर।
बीजेपी में मोदी जी को चिट्ठी लिखूंगी, जब वो
वो करेंगे
बताएंगे
ही
तो मैं
नहीं।
आपको आके बता दूंगी। सर ठीक है, पॉलिटिक्स फिर भी हुआ, मजे ले लिए, व्हाइट कपड़ों का। खाने में तो आप लोग एग्री कर सकते हैं एक साथ, या वो भी नहीं कर सकते?
मतलब वो कहेंगे मैं बिना लहसुन प्याज के खाऊं, क्यों भाई? मुझे लहसुन प्याज का खाना अच्छा लगे, मैं वेजिटेरियन हूं, लेकिन मेरे को
फिर आपने उन्हें दावत में बुलाया मोदी जी को, आप उन्हें जबरदस्ती लहसुन प्याज खिलाएंगे? ये क्या चीज है?
ये हमने कब कहा उनको जबरदस्ती खिलाएंगे? मुझे मत रोको। ये थोड़ा ही कि हम उनको जबरदस्ती
उनके
करेंगे।
लिए सेपरेट
वो तो हर
बनाएंगे?
चीज सबके लिए जबरदस्ती करते हैं। वो तो
इसका तो
कहते हैं
कोई
कि
जवाब
भैया
ही नहीं
उसको
है।
नॉनवेज भी मत खाओ। अगर हिंदुओं का त्योहार है तो हिंदू भी नॉनवेज नहीं खाए, ये क्या मतलब है? हु
वो
आर
तो
यू टू डिसाइड?
that's a freedom of choice, like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
basically
That's
you.
what we say. But if you come to my house and you say that I'm a vegetarian, of course I will not force you to
But
have
I will always
non-vegetarian.
have a problem if it is a Durga Puja and I am having a vegetarian food and आप मेरे को provoke करने के लिए मेरे सामने चिकन काट रहे हैं, मुझे इसमें क्यों provoke नहीं होना है?
नहीं, क्यों हो गया? मैं अपने घर में काटूंगा तो क्या
आप
प्रॉब्लम है
मेरे
आपको?
सामने काट रहे हैं।
ये तो अच्छा है, आप मेरे सामने वेजिटेरियन खाए और मेरे को नॉन वेजिटेरियन पसंद है, तो क्या मैं प्रोवोक हो जाऊंगा? वो अपना काम कर रहा है, उसको करने दीजिए। आपको उसमें भी आपत्ति है? ये हर चीज को हिंदू मुसलमान बनाना चाहते हैं। कावड़ यात्रा पे
Exactly.
दुकानों पे नाम लिखेंगे, क्यों नाम लिखेंगे?
पर एक चीज बताइए, आप नाम के तो बोल रहे हैं, पर आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर, आई सॉ सम ऑफ द पिक्चर्स, नाम चेंजेस हो गए थे, जैसे कि somebody who was running in the name of a Hindu name basically, and जब ओरिजिनल नाम लिखने पे आया they had a Christian or Muslim name।
वो डर रहे हैं तभी ना। आपने वो ये स्थिति क्यों पैदा की?
पर क्या
जो
मुझे
बीफ
हक नहीं है?
एक्सपोर्ट करता है वो हिंदू है।
पर क्या मुझे हक नहीं है
जितने
ये
5
जानने का
बड़े,
मैं
मैं
कहाँ पे
नहीं
जा रही हूँ
हक
खाना
मैं बता
खाने?
देता हूं आपको। 5 बड़े बीफ एक्सपोर्टर्स हिंदुस्तान के वो हिंदू हैं, उसमें तो एक मुसलमान नहीं है।
बंद कर
तो
दो
नहीं
सबको।
नहीं नहीं, वो बंद तो ये सर, ये तो डोनेशन लेते हैं उनसे बीजेपी, वो कहां बंद करेंगे? छोड़िए, इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड्स में देखिए जाकर। तो वो जो बीफ भेजते हैं या मीट भेजते हैं, वो क्या हो जाता है? कोई भिंडी बन जाती है? वो जाता है यहां से तब भी मीट होता है, वहां पहुंचता है तब भी मीट होता है।
ठीक है,
तो अगर
आपका
यहाँ अब्दुल गफूर अगर आम बेच रहा है तो आम ही रहेगा ना, वो मीट थोड़ी बन जाएगा।
क्या आजकल के पूरा जनरेशन जब देखो सेलफोन पे होता है, क्या ही करेंगे कांड।
हम तो
मैं
कल की जनरेशन है, आजकल की नहीं है।
कल की जनरेशन पूरा टाइम सेलफोन पे रहता है, क्या
हाँ,
बोले आजकल के
सही बात
बच्चे।
है।
आई हैव बीन हियरिंग दैट फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम। सर आपका फेवरेट खाना क्या है दिल्ली में?
खिचड़ी।
खिचड़ी इज नॉट समथिंग
बोरिंग
दिल्ली
लग रहा
का।
है ना? मेरा फेवरेट है।
तो दिल्ली का ये
मेरे
स्पेसिफिक क्या हो
को
गया?
सब जगह खिचड़ी बहुत अच्छी लगती है।
स्ट्रीट फूड।
स्ट्रीट फूड, ये तो आपने ऐसी बात कह दी कि क्या अच्छा नहीं लगता ये पूछिए, बहुत कम होगा
वो
उसमें।
तो आप
सब
नॉन
कुछ
वेज बोल
अच्छा
देंगे,
लगता है।
खत्म।
वेजिटेरियन स्ट्रीट फूड मुझे पूरे देश में कहीं भी जाता हूँ मुझे अच्छा लगता है। और लंच डिनर में मुझे खिचड़ी अच्छी लगती
अब बेसिकली वेयर डू यू बिलोंग टू?
है। राजस्थान, उदयपुर।
दाल बाटी चूरमा और
आई डोंट लाइक दाल बाटी चूरमा।
लाइक दाल बाटी चूरमा।
आई लाइक चूरमा, आई डोंट लाइक दाल बाटी।
ओके, घेवर और हमारे यहाँ की रसमलाई।
कहाँ की?
दिल्ली की।
घेवर तो राजस्थान का है, अच्छा होता ही है।
सो यू चूज
हाँ,
राजस्थान।
ऑफ कोर्स।
वन ऑफ योर फेवरेट डिश फ्रॉम राजस्थान एंड वन फ्रॉम दिल्ली।
राजस्थान एज आई सेड, चूरमा मुझे बहुत पसंद है।
हाँ।
और वहाँ की राब की खीर होती है, राब
Okay.
होती है राब, वो मीठी
सर
भी
खिला
बनती
रहे
है।
हैं, फिर हमें पता
जरूर
चलेगा।
जरूर जरूर, वो भी बहुत अच्छी लगती है। और दिल्ली, दिल्ली का अपना क्या है?
आलू के पराठे।
नहीं, मिठाई बोल रहे हैं ना आप तो।
अच्छा,
आलू के पराठे तो दिल्ली के नहीं है, बट हाँ
बर्फी। सर दिल्ली
दिल्ली
इज
का
आल्सो
अपना तो हाँ,
इन्फ्यूजन ऑफ
सबका
एवरी।
सबका या फ्यूजन है। बट गाजर का हलवा अच्छा है यहाँ, हाँ, नो डाउट।
सर्दियों में यू लव गाजर का हलवा।
आई लव मीठा तो सब कहीं का
इफ आई एम नॉट फाइंडिंग यू हियर, यू
अब आप बताइए, रसगुल्ला उड़ीसा का है या बंगाल का?
उड़ीसा का है, ऑब्वियसली सवाल है भी इसमें पूछने का, उड़ीसा का ही है
अब
हमेशा
झगड़ा
से।
हो जाएगा बंगाल वालों से आपका।
छेना पोड़ो इज द मेजर डिश ऑफ उड़ीसा।
I love that. Chena podo I love, chena gaja I love, I
Oh, yeah.
love रसगुल्ला।
So then we are seeing you soon
पुरी
in
के
Odisha.
वहाँ एक पर्टिकुलर जगह है, वहाँ का रसगुल्ला मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
Oh wow, how irritating we were.
No, no, I don't get irritated.
We don't get
I
irritated.
only get irritated with मन की बात।
जनता मन की बात बोलना चाहती है,
I don't get
कांग्रेस
irritated.
सुनना नहीं चाहती है। We were speaking today to Mr. Pawan Khera, who is a spokesperson for Indian National Congress and has been leading their communication cell. Over the years, Congress has been going over the places. सारे सवाल हैं, कुछ जवाब हैं. And इन सारे सवालों को लेकर, we were here at his residence, interviewing him on a one-on-one discussion. But was he able to fully convince? Not us, but you. Please tell us in the comment section. Waiting to watch. Until then, stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Hind.